Hi, this is Partho, your communications coach. A couple of days ago, I posted a video where we talked about the challenges that the average Indian faces in trying to speak the English language confidently, clearly, correctly, and fluently. We discussed a few issues, but today we are going to talk about two very important things. One is a real problem, which is more psychological than technical, and the other is a hack to improve your ability to speak the English language. Now, the biggest challenge that we face when we try to speak the English language is what is called fear. There's a deep rooted fear of speaking the English language. The reason is very, very simple. We are all image conscious people. We have big fat egos. We think we are the best in the world, and therefore we don't want to be found out. So in a situation where there are other people around and I am required to speak in the English language, which I can't, I fear that this ego will get dented, punctured, and I don't want any of that. And that is the fear. That's the fear of my image getting tarnished, my ego getting punctured. That pulls me back from speaking the English language in public. So how to overcome that fear? The only way known to me to overcome not only that fear, but any fear of any kind, is by confronting that fear. We all have demons. How to overcome those demons? By confronting them. First of all, we need to identify the demons as demons. We have to acknowledge them as demons, and then we have to confront them. How to do it? My suggestion is very, very simple. If you have a problem speaking in public, try speaking in public. Which is not to say that get on a stage, grab a microphone and talk. No, you can chat up strangers. For example, if you're traveling by metro, chat up the next guy. Rake up some kind of random conversation, any language, not necessarily English. You'll find that your fear is getting, you can defeat your fear. I'll just give an analogy which I hope everybody will understand. Let's say it's a winter morning and you have to go somewhere and you have to take a bath. You don't have a choice. But you find that your geyser is not working and you find that you are out of gas, so you can't get hot water. What do? What we all do, correct me if I'm wrong here, we open the shower, the water starts falling, and we sort of, test the water. Like put a fingertip, see how cold it is. Then we put two, then we put a fist, then we put an elbow, then we put a shoulder, then we put a knee, probably the head, and then we sort of take a plunge, go out of the shower, shiver for the first 5 seconds, and then the body gets acclimatized. All of us have had these experiences sometime in life. So if there's a fear, the only way to confront that fear, or overcome that fear, is by confronting it. Looking the fear in the eye and saying, hey, dear Mr. Fear, I don't fear you anymore. Yeah, we will make mistakes, but don't fear of being judged by people. Who are people? They're nobody. You can only feel that I am inferior if you have allowed yourself to feel like that. Nobody else can make you feel inferior. So try doing this. I think this will help. Try speaking in public. Yes, I know that your legs will shake, your voice will tremble, your heart will pound, but that's okay. After a couple of times, it will all stabilize. Don't worry about it. The second thing that I want to tell you might come to you as a bit of a surprise. Our ability to speak the English language stems from our ability to write the English language correctly. So speaking does not start with speaking, it starts with writing. I'll explain to you why and how. These days, this is a very common question which people ask each other. Are you a text person or are you a call person? If you ask me 10 out of 10 times, I'll say I'm a text person, I'm not a call person. What is the reason? If you call me and we talk for 15 minutes and then we transcribe that conversation, put it in writing, you'll find that 80 to 90% of that was utter rubbish. We don't want any of that. So I tell you, don't call me, don't talk to me. Put in writing what you want to say. Just send me a text. What you will do is, you'll invest those 15 minutes and write a text. What you're essentially doing is, you're chiseling and sculpting your thought process. you are you are putting away all the flab, all the extra, all the unnecessary, right? And you are only writing what is important, relevant, and necessary, brief and to the point. And once you start doing it, what you are actually doing is you are helping your thought process to grow, to mature. You're chiseling your thought process. Now, if you keep doing this for a period of time, you'll see that you can think better, and if you think better, you can write better. If you can write better, you can always speak better. How to do this? Well, nobody's a writer, so there's no real reason we should write anything. But I can give you a small hack as to how to do it. Let's say we are all on social media and we post a lot of rubbish. We post pictures, we share links which make no sense. What I can do is, supposing you have watched a movie, you watched a movie last night. What you do is you just post that information on let's suppose Facebook or Instagram. What you can do instead is write 3-4 sentences about the movie. And why I insist that you write on public domain is because you need a feedback. You're again confronting your fear. Okay? So you don't want to hear a feedback from me that, oh, this is rubbish, don't ever write again. So you are aware, you're conscious of the words that you choose, of the sentence construction, of the punctuation marks, everything. So in my words, you grow up, you become an adult in terms of thought process. Once you do this for, let's say, 1 month, 2 months, even without your knowing, you'll become a much better writer, which will give you tons of confidence. It's just like driving. In the first few days in a driving school, you're very stiff behind the wheels, you're following instructions of the guy who's sitting next to you. But now when you've driven for 2-3 years, you can take your car anywhere and it becomes muscle memory. You don't even think that you're driving. You don't even know that you're driving. It just happens. And then you try and translate that into your voice. Things will become. First, you need to know that I am constructing the right sentence with the right words. And when you do that, it's not going to be difficult for you to translate it into your voice. Try doing this, but please understand, it can't happen overnight. You don't become an excellent driver overnight. You have to drive many a mile and for a long time to do that. So trust the process. If you trust the process, the results will come. Trust the process, keep doing this, and believe me, you'll improve. If you don't, we can have a conversation. But if you do, just put in a thank you message for me, right? Cheers, bye. See you again.